Alright, here we have the live SpaceX to launch Falcon 9 GPS 3 satellite. Hashtag Space Force US. Alright, so they're showing CGI flying yo-yo ball, which is not what the Earth really looks like. Do I know where the boundaries are and what it looks like and what's underneath? No. I'm not claiming to know that. I mean, the more you realize that what's in the Bible is actually true, what it says about the earth, that this is a realm on which it's just a plain with mountains and valleys. And then we have oceans with flat, level water. Water always finds its level. We'll check out some Bible verses about it. Okay, so I like to use the King James a lot. I'm not saying it's the only Bible that people should use, but I like it. So in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And one thing that I want to point out is that a friend of mine named Joe pointed out that in these verses that the darkness is actually what we think of as outer space, which actually makes a lot of sense when you think about it. Okay, first day, light. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. So I'm just going to read the second part, and that's it, or the second day. Second day, firmament. And God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." And God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day. Amen. Okay, we'll go back to the launch, check it out. I'm gonna guess they already launched. I missed it. Did I miss it? Also, you notice how all of these cameras that are on the rocket or on the craft are wide angle lens. So it's gonna, make the horizon look bent always. They never put a normal camera with no wide angle lens on it, because we would actually be able to see what it really looks like then. I mean, this right here is a totally simulated cartoon. Maybe not this scene. It's pretty hard to tell, but it could be that they're up there and they just have that wide angle lens, makes everything look curved.
Welcome back to our launch coverage of the GPS-3 space vehicle number 3 mission for the United States Space Force. Now, if you're just joining us, we had an on-time launch at 4:10 p.m. Eastern Time, followed by successful ascent, stage separation, and 2 second stage engine burns. On your screen is a view of the GPS satellite atop Falcon 9. Now, one note earlier, I had mentioned that today was our 88th successful launch. It's actually our 87th successful launch today. So coming up in just about 15 seconds from now is our last major milestone, and that's deployment of the GPS-3 satellite from the second stage.
Okay, I don't know how long it's going to take for them to show that, so... Oh, there it goes.
Confirmation of the spacecraft continuing on to perform its mission. From here, the satellite will undergo some activation checks and perform burns to raise into a circular orbit about 20,200 kilometers above the Earth's surface. And with that, that's actually going to complete our primary mission. Now, another note, if you were watching our webcast earlier, we accomplished another recovery objective today, and that is successful securing of both the fairing halves that we jettisoned early on in the mission. So we'll have those for use on a future mission. And that's going to...
So it's actually my belief that this is all basically being set into motion by Satan and the fallen angels. That's my personal belief, and I think there are some other people that share that belief, and it is actually scriptural too.
2/3 of the vehicle is a brand new first stage, and its job is to accelerate the entire vehicle through the Earth's atmosphere up to the edge of space. Now, unlike our first GPS-3 mission from December in 2018, we will be attempting to recover the first stage on our drone ship named Just Read the Instructions, and it's currently stationed about 350 nautical miles off the east coast of Florida. We worked with our customer following our earlier GPS-3 mission to ensure that we maintained more than enough performance margin for both the primary mission and a chance at recovery today on that first stage. Now, above the first stage is the second stage, and about 2.5 minutes into flight, it will separate from the first stage. Then it'll ignite its single Merlin vacuum engine to carry the GPS-3 satellite into a highly elliptical orbit. The apogee, or the highest point of that orbit, will ultimately end up at about 20,000 kilometers above the Earth's surface, at which point the satellite will then separate and then perform some burns to enter into a circular medium Earth orbit about 20,000.
All right, I'm gonna make another video.
You'll also notice that the